special segment called India in News. Let's get started. Now, first up, in a step towards sustainability and reducing carbon footprint, Hindustan Zinc Limited Board has now approved an investment of over 3,800 crore for a zinc tailings reprocessing plant. This will be at Rampura Gucha in Bhilwara in Rajasthan. Now viewers, this new plant with a capacity of about 10 million tons per annum is targeted for completion within 28 months. In fact, a tailings reprocessing plant essentially recovers valuable metals from waste materials which are left behind after ore processing, thereby increasing overall mineral yield. Now this facility, viewers, is specifically designed to extract zinc and silver from previously treated tailings. In fact, Arun Mishra, CEO of Hindustan Zinc, said that this step supports company's ambitious growth vision while advancing its broader sustainability commitments as well. At the first facility of its kind in India, this plant will help reduce the environmental impact of traditional wet tailings disposal, and it will also improve HZL's mineral recovery efficiency and further this company's sustainability goals. Now next up, in a major boost to India's indigenous defence capabilities, the Indian government has now approved the purchase of 97 LCA Tejas Mark 1A fighter jets for the Indian Air Force. Now viewers, the new Tejas Mark 1A aircraft will replace the aging MiG-21s. The government has now greenlit a deal worth 62,000 crore with the clearance coming in from the high-level meeting. In fact, now this approval paves the way for Hindustan Aeronautics Limited to begin production, signalling the Air Force's commitment to expand its indigenous fighter fleet. Now viewers, the first version of the Tejas aircraft was inducted back in the year 2016, and according to sources now, more than 65% of the components of the new aircraft are of indigenous origin, again underscoring India's growing self-reliance in aerospace technology. In fact, the Tejas Mark 1A also features advanced avionics and radar systems. Currently, viewers, 2 Indian Air Force squadrons operate the Tejas aircraft. Now, more defence news. In fact, the Indian Navy is set to commission INS Udaygiri and INS Himgiri together at Visakhapatnam port on August 26. Now, both INS Udaygiri and INS Himgiri are advanced frontline frigates, and this will be in fact the first time that 2 major surface combatants built at different Indian shipyards will enter the service simultaneously. Now viewers, INS Udaygiri here, the second ship of the Project 17A stealth frigates, has been built by Mazagaon Docks Shipbuilders Limited in Mumbai, while INS Himgiri is the first Project 17A ship constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers in Kolkata. Now notably, INS Udaygiri is the 100th ship designed by Navy's Warship Design Bureau, and the commissioning of these ships will provide a significant boost to India's naval capabilities and regional security. Now shifting focus, in a bid to strengthen connectivity and improve regional economic growth, the Union Cabinet has now approved the construction of a 6-lane access-controlled capital region, which is basically a ring road in Odisha's capital, Bhubaneswar, bypass on hybrid annuity model. In fact, now this 110-kilometer greenfield highway aims to ease severe congestion on the current national highway between Rameshwar and Tangi, which passes through the heavily urbanized cities of Khordha, Bhubaneswar and Cuttack. Now remember, this project is valued at over 8,300 crore. In fact, IMB Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said that the project will enhance the efficiency of freight movement, reducing logistics costs and also driving socio-economic growth in the region. Now some more economic news. S&P Global Rating has said that high US tariffs are unlikely to affect India's long-term growth prospects. Some positive news there. In fact, the credit agency recently upgraded India's sovereign rating to BBB with a stable outlook, the first upgrade in 18 years, citing strong economic growth, fiscal discipline and also a favourable monetary policy of the country. Now, S&P expects India's economy to grow at an average rate of about 6.8% over the next 3 years, especially if improvements are made in infrastructure and connectivity. Further, according to S&P, India remains one of the world's strongest and best performing economies, consistently outpacing regional peers in recent years. Now, regarding US tariff, S&P notes that India's economy is less reliant on external trade, with only 15% of growth driven by exports, while domestic demand accounts for 85%. Therefore, this resilience positions India as well against these tariffs and for sustained growth despite global trade challenges.